Good morning, Unity Center, Walnut Creek. Hello. Hello. So as we begin this Christmas week, we have our choir Christmas show, so to speak, our choir Christmas service. And I'd like to welcome you all too. And please stand, and we're going to sing a few songs as we start to come in the hall.
Nadolig Lauwen.
Nadolig Lauwen, that is Welsh. We're going to sing a Welsh carol now. You'll know this one. You know it, though.
Wow. Good morning and welcome to our special Christmas service by our wonderful, joyful noise choir. I have a little trouble with that word noise sometimes when I'm up here. So, and we have a special guest singer, Mark Martinez, who's going to be singing for us later today. Good morning, good morning. My name's Javier Cortez, and it is truly, truly my pleasure to welcome you to our service. And thank you for weathering the elements and being here in person. If you are experiencing Unity for the first time today, whether here in the room or online, we are adopting you into our spiritual community, and we truly appreciate you being with us. Before we begin our service, please take a moment to check your cell phone or pager and be sure that it's completely turned off so it won't interfere with the people joining us online. Thank you. So while you're all doing that, while we're checking our cell phones, I would like to welcome our online friends. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we appreciate you.
Hey, Javier, can we say Merry Christmas to them too?
Absolutely, we can say Merry Christmas to them.
Merry Christmas!
Here at Unity, you'll never know what you'll get sometimes. So, let us open our service by focusing our attention through our opening affirmation. Please join me in prayerfully and powerfully speaking it together 3 times. Ready? There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Again, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. One more time, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Now please join me in reading aloud the statement of our unity. God's love is within each of us, guiding us to dynamically express our wholeness, wisdom, and abundance. We acknowledge the universal wisdom in the Christ teachings and in all spiritual paths. I now choose to open to the presence of divine love and to be changed at depth. Throughout this sacred time, God is uplifting me, and through my heart, the world. We have 2 very special Christmas Eve candle lighting services. At 5:30 is our family service, and at 8 o'clock is our traditional candle lighting service. Then on New Year's Eve, we have our burning bowl service. The details are in your bulletin. This coming Sunday, we have one of our favorite speakers returning. Sheila Gatru Lee will not only share her delightful wisdom, she will also share her wonderful musical talents. Now, Lisa Nichols has an announcement for us.
Good morning. This marks my last announcement as your official treasurer of your Board of Trustees. I will still be on the board, but in January we'll be electing a new treasurer. And I really want to thank you for the past 2 years of having the opportunity to serve you. I knew I was going to do it. I will always be very, very proud of what we've accomplished together, of being a part of that, of turning our facilities into something that represents the unity principles of harmony, beauty, and prosperity. And I guess as a parting gift, we've decided to make it easier for you to give donations and tithes and love offerings to Unity by credit card. In the past, you'd have to go to the Book Center to do that, and you can still give through credit card in the Book Center. But going forward, in the backs of the seats, there are now cards that you can use with your credit card. And American Express users, you can now use your American Express too, which is something new. So speaking of giving, as you do your end-of-year giving, whether you're supporting the homeless or the elderly or the children or animals, I'd like to invite you to keep unity in your heart as well, and to see what end-of-year donation calls to your heart to give to Unity. Our planned and unplanned, especially the unplanned expenses this year, have caused a shortfall, and we'd really love to end the year on a positive note. So again, thank you so much for everything, and Merry, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Lisa, for all your support and everything you do at church. You're awesome. You have never seen anybody work as hard as Lisa at this church. Oh my God. Well, if you're here with us for the first time, we are pleased that you have joined us. We would like to extend our special blessing to you. We rub our hands together to focus our energy, and then we say together, we love you, we bless you, and we behold the Christ light shining through you. We would appreciate it if you would raise your hand so we can acknowledge you with the chalet if you're here for the first time. Anybody?
Well, I'm here for the first time in the new building.
Oh, we'll still take you.
I'm Renee.
There we-
Yay, I wanted a necklace anyway. Thank you.
And as Renee has just acknowledged that on that chalet, the affirmation says, just as God has a design for every shell of the sea, so God has a design for your life. You're invited to join us on the patio after the service, or anybody else who may be new, and truly new, and not here just for the first time. In this building, we would love to share the opportunity to get to know you better. So please take a moment and share your love with each other.
Hello, everybody. I have a poem that I'd like to read. It was written a long time ago, and it's just as important now as it was then. This is called Christmas Poem. Looking out, I see people encompassing a world in my life. People who have been in my life. They are bathed in light. The light I feel inside me when I think of you. Christmas trees, gifts, and colors illuminate this season. The gift I give to you is my love on paper. Merry Christmas to you, to your children, to our past, to our present.
Merry We just sang the words. We are all waiting. We have not forgotten. But what or who are we waiting for? The sun, the S-U-N, or the sun, the S-O-N? Throughout history, during the winter solstice, humans have always longed for light and celebrated its return. As people yearn for more light, we light candles, we burn Yule logs, and we decorate our houses with trees with lights. These traditions remind us of the promise of new life and the coming warmth of spring. The key is to never forget the one power, and remember, we do live in the light.
All God's children live in the light of holiness and praise, and all God's children are filled with the hope for peace within our days. All God's children stand in awe at the wonder of God's ways. All God's children echo the sound of the glory in God's name. All God's children live in the light of holiness and praise. All God's children are filled with the hope for peace within our days. All God's children stand in awe at the wonder of God's ways. All God's children echo the sound of the glory in God's name. Glory in God's name.
As spiritual beings on our physical journey, we search for that inner light along many paths. We honor those many paths given to us by many way showers. Upanishad, Hindu.
Him the sun does not illumine, nor the stars, not the lightning, nor verily fires kindled upon the earth. He is the one light that gives light to all. He shines, everything shines.
The Bible, Christianity.
Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life.
Quran, Islam.
God is the light of the heavens and the earth. The parable of his light is as if it were a niche, and within it a lamp. And the lamp is enclosed in glass. The glass as it were a brilliant star lit from a blessed tree. An olive, neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil is well nigh luminous, though fire scarce touched it. Light upon light, God guides whom he will to his light. God sets forth parables for men, and God knows all things. Praise be to Allah.
Jewish prayer for Hanukkah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav vetzivanu lahatlik ner shel Hanukkah. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, sovereign of the universe, who has hallowed us by thy commandments and commanded us to kindle the lights of Hanukkah.
Shalom.
There is a boy in Jerusalem. He is my brother and he is my friend. La 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 la. There's a young girl who dreams in Kiev. She is my sister and she is my friend. La 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 la. The hand that lights the candle is a child of Adonai, celebrating Hanukkah with every girl and boy. It's a flame that burns for freedom. It's a flame that burns for love. The hand that lights the candle is a child of God. There's only one presence, there's only one power. The goodness of God is in every hour. La 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 la. Wherever you live, wherever you are, we're brothers and sisters, we're all in God's heart. La 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 la. The hand that lights the candle is the child of Adonai, celebrating Hanukkah with every girl and boy. It's a flame that burns for freedom. It's a flame that burns for love. The hand that lights the candle is a child of God. The hand that lights the candle is a child of Adonai, celebrating Hanukkah with every girl and boy. It's a flame that burns for freedom. It's a flame that burns for love. The hand that lights the candle is a child of God. And we are all children of God above.
This reading comes from Luke chapter 2. Now it came to pass in those days, there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be enrolled. This was the first enrollment made when Quirinius was governor of Syria. And all went to enroll themselves, everyone to his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and family of David, to enroll himself with Mary, who was betrothed to him, being great with child. And it came to pass, while they were there, the days were fulfilled that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and she wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
When blossoms flowered amid the snows, upon a winter night, was born the child, the Christmas rose, the King of love and light. The angels sang, the shepherds sang, the grateful earth rejoiced, and at his blessed birth the stars their exaltation voiced. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Again the heart with rapture glows to greet the holy night that gave the world its Christmas rose, its King of love and light. Let every voice acclaim his name, the grateful chorus swell. From paradise to earth he came, that we with him might dwell. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the
Aren't they wonderful? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And Rick, wow, thanks so much. Yes. Yeah. And then we've got these three amazing characters over here. Yeah. Also known as Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. All right. Oh, it is such a delight. One of the things that the music does is it calls us to a very special place, to a very, very special experience. And so I'd like to just move into a short time of meditation together where we touch in that inner way, this which the music has been calling us to. So if you would just turn inward. And gently open your heart as the beauty of the music has made that so easy. To feel the very beauty and joy and sacredness of life itself. And I invite you in that inner place to bring to your awareness that scene as though you were standing there on that first Christmas, in that place of the birth of the Christ child. For in a very real sense, time and space disappear within that beautiful place of your heart. And there, if you would, simply look upon that stable with its animals, the oxen and sheep and donkeys, the creatures of that time. And there is that man Joseph, that strength and care and protection for this mother and child. And there is that young mother, the one to whom the angels came, and who out of that place of love said, yes, I will be that instrument. And as that love of God flows through her heart, she holds this child, this baby, who will teach us the way of love, deeper than we have heard or touched before. And for a moment, I invite you to yourself be that young mother. Experience her heart and her love for that child. And for a moment, be that child. And experience his love and purpose, drawn to this baby's body. To walk among us. And as you feel the experience of the child, of that young mother, no, there is only one. For all that she is lives in you. All that he is lives in you. No wonder the angels sang. And no wonder today we are in the center of that music as our hearts sing as well. Now let that love just flow through your heart at this time and place, and let it flow to all those that you love, that are dear. Let it flow out from you across this communities, across the world. And let it bless each heart, calling them to awake, to be that love. For in that love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Together. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once again. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. What a joy that it is so in His presence. Amen. There's so many ways of understanding what that young mother really is, what really took place there. And I found there's a wonderful teacher that what he said helped me, and his name is Emmett Fox. And what Emmett Fox said was that Mary is really the soul itself. And it is that soul that we each are that gives birth to something so new and so beautiful that it touches us and lifts us. There is a whole new consciousness, a whole new awareness and experience of love. In that time, a consciousness that would change humankind. And in our time, that consciousness in you, as it awakens and grows and expresses that love that you are, will change humankind. So when I go back there and touch those feelings, what I keep experiencing and experience as you share this beautiful music and these words of such joy and wisdom and depth, is that it keeps calling us to awaken, to wake up to what that is, to wake up to who we are, to wake up to that beauty and that love that can move through us. And I was thinking on that experience of awakening, that amazing thing that happens within us. And I remember the experience of a mother whose little 8-year-old boy came home with his two buddies, and it was close to Christmas time. So she was asking the boys, okay, what are you doing at school? And it's Christmas time. Have you been learning some Christmas carols? Because she knew there was this, the whole thing that was going to happen at the school where all the parents go and everybody sings and does their thing from all the classes. And so she was curious what was going to happen. And the boys explained that they weren't allowed to sing because they couldn't follow a tune. So they wouldn't be part of all that happening. And so she did what any good mother would do immediately. She got very angry at the teacher. How could somebody do that to my child? I mean, she's there to teach. And so she said, well, if she won't do it, I'll do it. So she said to the boys, well, come on, we'll learn how to sing. So they went in, and she, got the Christmas book out and sat down at the piano. And what were they going to sing? It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. So she got the music out, she opened it up, and she set it there. And she said, now I'll play the first line, and sing it, and then we'll sing it together. So she played the first line, singing it for them, and then she sang it, said, let's sing it together. And they put all their heart in. They sang with her, and she put her head down on the piano. And she was thinking much more kindly of that teacher at that moment. And she said, well, maybe if we just start on the first note. And so as she went from the first to the second note, she realized they didn't know the difference whether it went up or down or what that meant. So she made that commitment, ended up getting a book on how to teach children music, and she got working with the boys. And after a day or two, her husband explained to her that it was impossible. And sometimes I'm sure she felt that, but she continued, and she worked with them until they could get through the song. They could go up and down as the music was going, and so they got to go back to school and tell the teacher they'd been practicing, and would she listen to them so they could be a part. And she listened, and sure enough, she said, "That's fine. You can be a part of the song." So then, I'm sure we all remember how this goes. Your mom and dad and sister were there, and there was the school concert, and his class came in and sang "It Came Upon a Midnight Clear," and she's just sitting there so proud and grateful that he's there. And she said when he walked by as they came off, he looked over at his family and just sort of nodded as though, of course I could do that. And she figured, well, that's kind of all you get as mom. And then a couple days later, it was Christmas Eve. And she was standing at the kitchen window. It was night. And she looked out, and there was a little boy, little David. And he was standing knee-deep in the snow. And he was looking up. And she watched him just staring into the sky as he turned around. And he just continued to stare up into the sky. She wondered, what's he doing? So she went out, and he came up to her and hugged her. He said, "Mom, it's so quiet that I can see every star." Do you remember in the song, it said, "The world in solemn stillness lay." And she looked and watched him. He said, I think I heard the angels, almost. And she understood that she was watching a soul awaken. Because when it touches us, and when we touch what that is, we awaken. And we see the world differently. You see the people in your life differently. And the music and all the activity and the wonderful Christmas things we experience differently. Because we see and touch a presence, a power, a love that lifts us into a place that we were not before. Christmas is the invitation to awaken. Music is a call to our hearts to awaken. This Christmas, awaken, see the world differently and treasure what your heart experiences.
Children sleeping, snow is softly falling, dreams are calling, like bells in the distance. We were dreamers not so long ago, but one by one we all have to grow up. When it seems the magic slipped away, we find ourselves again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You'll have everything you need if you just believe. Trains go quickly to the journey's end. Destinations are where we begin again. Ships go sailing far across the sea. Trust in starlight to get where they need to be. When it seems that we have lost our way, we find ourselves again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You'll have everything you need if you just believe. If you just believe. If you just believe. If you just believe. Just believe. Just believe.
Very good.
Thank you, Mark. Angels and heavenly host. In the same region, there were some shepherds staying out in the fields and keeping watch over their flock by night. And an angel of the Lord suddenly stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terribly frightened. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy, which will be for all the people. For today in the city of David there has been born for you a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You will find a baby wrapped in clothes and lying in a manger." And suddenly there appeared with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, "Glory to be in the highest, and on the earth peace among men and women with whom he is pleased."
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? Welcome, gladsome tidings be, which inspire your heavenly song. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
When the angels had gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds began saying to one another, "Let us go straight to Bethlehem then, and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us." So they came in a hurry and found their way to Mary and Joseph and the baby, as he lay in the manger. When they had seen this, they made it known, the statement which had been told to them about this child. And all who had heard it wondered at the things which were told to them by the shepherds. But Mary treasured all of these things, pondering in her heart. The shepherds went back, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, just as it had been told to them.
So when we hear this, we go tell it on the mountain. Please join us and sing.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching, or silent
Wow. I was that little kid that couldn't sing a note, so I want to thank you all for gifting us such beautiful, beautiful music today. Thank you. And Mr. Mark Martinez, I want to be you in my next life. I want.
Be careful what you wish for. All you got to do is believe it.
I'm sorry, I'm not even allowed to sing in my own household. So. Okay, back to church. If you would like prayer support for challenges or celebrations, our heart ministers will be available after the service and in the community room. Our heart ministers are the ones wearing the lavender stoles. You are also invited to place a prayer request in our prayer box by the front door and in the book center, and we will be praying with you throughout the week. It is now time for our prosperity celebration. Please remember what Ms. Lisa Nichols' earlier announcement said. You can use the pink envelopes if you'd like to use a credit card for your tithe or love offering. I invite you now to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all our good. Repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I'm truly grateful. The ushers will be receiving the offering towards the end of the next song.
And I'd like to say I'm very grateful for all these people standing on the stage, because without them, this wouldn't have happened.
Yes.
And one special person that hasn't gotten any recognition, really, is Nancy Donovan, who sang Jésus Bambino.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for Rick. Without you, we couldn't have done it.
Absolutely.
Hark on the bells, sweet silver bells, all sing to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, organ and hallelujah. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, organ and hallelujah. Gayly the ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. All young and sad, all alone, and joyful time to everyone. All on the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Oh, how they come, praising the sun, organ and telling good cheer. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, praising the sun, organ and telling good cheer. Gayly they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. All young and sad, all alone, and joyful tone to everyone. All they sing their joyful tones to every home. Ding dong, ding dong.
And I would be remiss without acknowledging Ro.
Now, our children aren't joining us today because they are busy getting ready for their service on Christmas Eve. So I wonder if we could take and send a blessing their way, and at that same time, Send it to that child within you and within us all. Children, you are loved, special, and important. God loves you, and so do we. And we receive these gifts, knowing that the true gift given here is that commitment on each of our hearts to touch this world in a way that brings forth its wholeness, its beauty, and its peace. We are so blessed. And since we are still learning how to use the new buildings, turns out we don't need to gather in the rain. The children are willing to share the community room with us for coffee and get together afterwards. And so let's join in our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Joy to the world.
Good afternoon, everybody. I have the proud honor to do the daily word today. And the daily word for today is joy. As Christmas Day draws near, I may feel many emotions. Today, I choose to anchor myself to the steadfast presence of joy. Christmas is a joyous celebration of the birth of Jesus. It also represents the birth of awareness of my Christ potential. When I reflect on divine love and how Jesus demonstrated this love, joy is my response. I choose joy by focusing on the Christ presence and the joy within me. Joy is my natural state. It is my awareness of my own Christ nature, guiding me to the highest good. And I want to say this, and I want everybody to repeat it with me, but I'll say it first. I am open and receptive to joy. Say it with me. I am open and receptive to joy. And I am reawakened to the living, loving Christ presence within me. Oh, to the living, loving Christ presence within me. Thanks.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
Here we go. Wish you a Merry Christmas. 1, 2, go.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.